I knew my sexuality, but I didn't think of the representation that I didn't see in the business. I didn't think of those things. That's just one of the quotes. There's another one. I came out to my family and friends when I was about 19 and 20. That was it for me. And then I went on this road of discovering myself and didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to do anything but go to the studio and sing. So, first of all, congrats. I'm never, listen, besides my personal opinions on the whole coming out thing, I give a huge shout out to people who feel that that's something that they need to do for themselves or for the people that they are surrounded by. So, I respect that. And for that, I congratulate you and things of that nature. It's just so that in the life that Darrell lives, I don't, I've never felt it necessary to make this grand gesture. I just haven't for a couple of reasons. One, um, and this might sound really frank, but I'm gonna just cutting bottom line, cut and dry. If I'm not interested in fucking you, or you not interested in fucking me, yo, my sexuality really ain't your business. I'm just saying, and I'm gonna take it from the top. If I'm not fucking you, or you not fucking me, or looking to, then my sexuality is not your business. And that's just that. That's how I've always felt. And that's for family, friends, cousins, uncles, aunts, because I'm the ones that talk to aunts. All of them. Like that goes for anybody. I'm not about to do this whole grand gesture with you. So what? You can take that information and make this situation about you, and now I have to process what you just told me. Like I've heard people actually say that that's what they were told by family members after they did this whole grand gesture and sung a Diana Ross song. Like their family was very much shifted that moment from them or from that person to them. Now it's about me and now my feelings, and now I have to process what am I supposed to do with a gay son or a lesbian daughter or anywhere in between that, anywhere in between them long, very long letters, LGBTQRSTUVPIADA, anywhere in between there. I just never felt it necessary, and you'll never get that out of me, and that's just on period. The people I'm sleeping with, which at this point, at this current moment, is no one. I cut all my flings off with her before I left Cleveland because I knew I wasn't coming back. And I was like, listen, if I'm ever in town, I'm feeling like getting down, I might swing around. But other than that, I, we can just call this thing that we were doing done. It's been fun, but neither here nor there. So I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there. Talking about who you having sex with? Nobody. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Um, Tevin, you know we love you here, Tevin Campbell, over here at the Library Live. And you're always in my heart, baby. Yeah. All those things. So shout out to Tevin Campbell for coming out the closet, I guess. Child coming out the closet. I hate that analogy. I really hate that. And another thing, while I'm talking about it, before we leave Tevin Campbell here where he stands or sits or sings or whatever, you people, you have got, and I'm talking to my black people because I see it out of y'all a lot, and I just know it's a part of the culture, and that's the way we were raised and all that shit. But I challenge you to break this stigma of telling gay people, in particular, gay men, when they decide to come out that we been knew or we always knew or you ain't have to tell us, we knew already, because that's offensive as shit. And I just want y'all to know it's offensive as shit because you didn't know anything. You made an assumption about someone, a negative assumption at that, and we're not going to pretend like a negative assumption about somebody cannot get you got in the black community, especially if you live in the inner cities. That assumption, that assumption you make can get you got if you are living in the right neighborhood or on the right side of the street. So please cut that shit out. And while y'all cutting that out, please stop telling your gay friends that they remind you of Saucy Santana or your other or Bobby Light or Roland Ray or any of your other favorite gay socialite media personalities. That's not a compliment and it's not cute. Please don't tell me I remind you of Saucy Santana, because while I love me some Saucy Santana, I am not that kind of girl. I'm just not. So that's it. Now I'm off my LGBT tangent, right? Yeah, because I ain't got enough LGBTQ related. All right, let's move on to Kanye West. Speaking of uh, foolishness and bullshit, so let me just Kanye West. And here y'all go. Y'all gonna be all in the comments talking about something. He's an innovator. He's an icon. I mean, okay. I'll give him that. But he's innovating. He's doing things different. He's challenging the world. Child, look at this fool. Wait, don't look at this fool yet. That's an ad. You can look at them, but listen to me. Child, he went down to the Gap and put his new hoodie, shirt, whatever it is, in garbage bags and telling the girls to come pick out the bag. It's about to play. Just give it a second. Here you go.
You understand some people have felt that putting clothes in bags is insensitive, perhaps, to homeless and other people.
Look, man, I'm an innovator, and I'm not here to sit up and apologize about my ideas. That's exactly what the media tries to do. Make us apologize for any idea that doesn't fall under exactly the way they want us to think.
He also points out that these are not garbage bags, as has been reported, but large construction bags. The reason they put the clothes in there, they're folded, is to make people be able to just informally reach in and help themselves with what they want to buy. He says his goal is to make life easier and informal so that we can all basically dress in the dark.
This is like not a joke. This is not a game. This is not just some celebrity collaboration. This is my life. You know, I'm fighting for a position to be able to change clothing and bring the best design to the people.
Now, child, I don't know what your design got to do with you putting these people's clothes in a hefty bag, but let's just talk about it because Kanye, what one thing, a Gemini knows Gemini bullshit when they see it. So I'm very clear on what Kanye West just pulled on some of y'all. And what we are very good at, the Geminis are very good with words. We take words and we, make these melodic poetic sentences and stanzas, and we can make shit look good. Like, I mean, hot steaming shit. Throw a bow on it, we Geminis will. And that's essentially what Kanye West just did. He gave y'all a bunch of bullshit, wrapped it up in a bow, and said, here, and the girls are going to eat it up. But I know better. Kanye West, I don't know what this, he was not supposed to be the reader of the week. Do not gather him like that. Okay. I had to bring myself back because I felt like I was about to go off. Like I sat up and everything. Kanye, listen. I get that you like it's not being it's not being different for the point of being just simply different anymore. At this point, motherfucker, you just trying it. Now you got these people swan diving. You said this is supposed to be easier for people who are looking for, like, you go to the store, you look on the shelves, the racks, things of that nature. This, all your clothes in a hefty is supposed to be easier for the children to find a size than on an actual rack. I just need help understanding how that works. Like, because I much rather, hell, I already be annoyed sifting through the rack, let alone now I got to sift through a hefty. No, sir. Kanye, you have lost the little bit of marbles you got left. And I'll be damned. But it's in the Gap. I don't know many people who shop at the Gap, but the children, the tiny children, like baby Gap and like the very young children who are like this big. But other than that, like if you wear anything past an extra large, forget about it. And that's even a stretch. Just saying. Kanye, you look like a fool again, per usual, and I don't even know what to say. I was so embarrassed to see that man Before I get to the embarrassment of the man, sorry to this man. Listen, I will agree with him. I don't feel like he needs to apologize for anything. I've never even heard like grumbling of homeless people are offended by Kanye West putting garbage bags or clothes in the bag. Like I ain't seen that on the internet nowhere, and I be looking. So I think that's a reach, and I totally agree with him. Like, look, I'm not about to be apologized for everything. I ain't Beyonce and Lizzo and them people who actually are sensitive to the world around them and things of that nature. Kanye West don't give a fuck. He simply does not give a fuck. So he ain't about to sit and apologize. And in this instance, I don't feel like he should. This is one time you gonna see me side with Kanye, my Gemini cousin. Okay. Now, back to the man. You had that man sifting through them damn clothes, embarrassing us down at the Gap House. At the Gap House, it just ain't right, Kanye. And I'm not going down there. I do want to go to a Gap just to see the plastic bags because he said they're construction bags. And when I hear construction bag, I'm like, that sounds like a garbage bag to me. So what's the fucking difference? But apparently there's a difference. I'm going to be Googling construction bags. Matter of goddamn fact. Construction bags. Oh, construction bags at Lowe's. These are garbage bags. Construction bag, like literally everything, husky, hefty, Glade, like all the garbage bag girls come up. Kanye, don't piss me off. Let me move on by being caught a goddamn attitude fooling with Kanye. Idris Elba is pulled out of the James Bond role, and I just don't understand why we still trying to fight for Idris Elba to be James Bond in the first place. I just don't understand why we're still having this battle. Because wouldn't it be so? Well, let me tell y'all a story first. Then I'll tell y'all my opinion because I was getting ready to go there. So, according to reports, Idris Elba is looking to pursue other roles following the bookie's admiration of the actor replacing Daniel Craig as a spy. A source said he's put forward names to play 007. He's informally in the decision-making process as he's been in talks with the producer for so long. During the premiere, during the premiere of the movie that he was just saying, it just said he wasn't considering being the next 007. No, I'm not going to be James Bond, essentially is what he said. Oh, he continued. I'm probably the most famous Bond actor in the world, and I haven't even played the role. He added, enough is enough, I can't take it anymore. So he's just bowing out, and he should. Because it's just, but let me just be clear. Let me tell you why you haven't been James Bond yet. Because then white people do not want you being they token super spy. That's simply what it is. Then white people over at Warner Brother want that Trisket skin. They want accent. They want your accent. They will take your accent, but they will not take that skin. They do not do wheat thins. They want Triscuits. So they want a Triscuit that talk like you and that jump over buildings and things of that nature. Now, while I'm not disputing you can jump over buildings and things of that nature, they just don't want to see you do it. And that's all it is. So why can't somebody, where the fuck is Tyler Perry or somebody, Ryan Coogler, the Note Man, that weird ass movie that I still ain't got a hold of. Where's y'all at to make like Lee Daniels? Wasn't he supposed to be making a superhero movie? Why don't y'all make like a black super spy that's like James Bond, but he probably kick ass better and got. You cannot say that on this family show. You're right. But like, why don't somebody just make their own character? I just never understood it. That's been my argument with this from the jump. Because quite frankly, if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't even go see it. Because since Nintendo 64, GoldenEye have associated 007, James Bond, with a Trisket, with a British accent. That's just what I've associated with. Now, you can go ahead and change my mind if you want to, because that happens. But that's just how it works for me up here. So I don't really desire to see him as James Brown. I want him to see him as Jerome Bond. Maybe not Jerome Bond. Change the last name too. But let him be Jerome. Or Tyrone. That's what I want to see. I want to see a black ghetto ass spy. I don't know if he can do ghetto. I know he can do black. That's what I want to see. A spy that came from Kinsman. That's where I'm from, by the way. Moving on. Idris, good luck. Go do something else. Do something else. Do something else. There's a little button that everything that's on podcast they push, and they be like they say little like stuff. What's it called? Drops. Dropbox. Hotbox. Talking in the hotbox. Okay. So I'm almost exhausted with doing R. Kelly stories because, god damn it. But listen, this motherfucker got more demands. You would think he ain't locked up. The amount of demands he be having from behind these bars. So, or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday or the day before yesterday, we told you about how he wanted none of his jurors to have seen Surviving R. Kelly. That's one. I guess you can make those kind of demands. I guess I didn't know, but that was one of the things he wanted to make clear. You cannot have seen Survivor R. Kelly if you're gonna sit on this jury and trial me. So now R. Kelly and his legal team want to prohibit white people from serving on the jury. So now he don't want you to have seen the movie, and you can't be a Trisket. But here's my thing, Robert, you idiot. Who do you think was watching Surviving R. Kelly? It wasn't these. I mean, you got a couple of these viewers, but most of it was us. So I don't know, sir. This plan that y'all got, I know his lawyers probably be like, "Who? This is some bullshit. What did I signed up for? Was them how many every years of law school worth it?" Like I know they be asking themselves the hard questions, and rightfully so. Sir, you're not getting out. I feel like at this point, all that Robert and his people and his team are doing is constantly making these awkward ass requests, making this a spectacle to kind of shoo away from exactly what the fuck this man did. Like, it's gonna go down not for in the middle of this goddamn show. It's not gonna go down as like R. Kelly pedophile, rapist, racketeerist, kidnapper, and all those good things, allegedly. It's gonna go down as just R&B superstar spectacle, but they're not gonna get into the nitty gritty. Kind of like with Chris, who I'm loving recently. I am loving Chris Brown recently. Like I feel like he's doing great. He's like on tour. He's singing great. He's doing cartwheels and shit like he always does. And this whole meet and greet he's been doing recently, I really love that. Like I know some of y'all got beef with it about him charging $1,000 to take a picture with him, but let me explain something to you. Apparently, somebody paying it because the children. I don't care how they got it with a PPP loan. That's not our business how they got it. Just know they got their picture of Chris Brown. They had $1,000 to pay for it. I thought it was something else. Yeah, that piece of hair. Anywho, yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, that's that. Keep it up, Chris Brown. You, Robert, go to hell because ain't nobody finna sit here and play with you and your people over at the law school. Why is Lil Nas X here? Lil Nas X is on my screen right now, hugging his ex-boyfriend, Jai Side. What's his name? Here, y'all know his name. The boy with the curly hair. I want to show y'all. Him. We posted this a couple of weeks. That was last week-ish, I think. Yeah. We not together no more, but this was too cute. What happened to Lil Nas X? I mean, like, I get that. And listen, unfortunately, Lil Nas X created a space where, fortunately and unfortunately, he created a space where it's like a metronome. You don't have to consistently hear from him. He gonna give you a boop, and then it's gonna get quiet for a little while, and then it'll boop, and it's gonna get quiet again. Do do boop. He's created that space for him, and it works, I guess. Because when he drops something, we always looking for it, so I suppose it works. Shout out to Lil Nas X. Anyway, oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. You will not die on me. Just give me a second. Just give me a goddamn second. With that all being said, it's time for y'all read of the week. Let's get into it.
Can't stop it, my sunshine. You can't stop it, my sunshine.
Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks, and so we know Britney is free. Woo, woo, we is all here for that. Britney is free, married, running around with that damn Sam Shuri. I think that's his name. I forget, but nonetheless, Britney has been living her life and doing the things and things of that nature. For you guys who are too young to remember, back in 2007, 2007 is when she snapped. So after, who was it after? It was after Justin, not Justin Guarini, that's the one with the big curly hair. Ryan Freeman and what was the other choreographer's name from back in the day? Y'all remember him if y'all see him. There was Brian Freeman, who was iconic and still is iconic, by the way. And there's the other one with the curly hair. Nonetheless, it was after him, Justin, the choreographer man, allegedly, and then Kevin Federline. So for you guys who don't know, Britney Spears' ex-husband, they didn't get married. They just had the kids, Kevin Federline. Most notable for having children with Moesha star Shar Jackson, and then subsequently after that, or let Shar tell it during that, having kids with Britney. Now they have two sons. I don't remember their names, but it's not important right now because I'm not talking about kids. I mean, except the fact that Kevin Federline is definitely very much childlike with his recent bullshit. So with Britney becoming free and all those things, and these kids about to be 18, so he's about to be cut off. Kevin does have full custody of the children. You know, they go spend time with Britney or whatever whenever they feel it necessary. And now that Britney is free, the kid is 18, the tide is high. Kevin Federline is looking for his next pay up. He's looking for his next come up. You ain't got the boys no more to get your little child support and things of that nature. And Britney is free because we know you was in cahoots with the mama and daddy bitch. Don't think we don't know that. And Britney even revealed a couple of days ago on Instagram that at some point the mother, Lynn, is she on the cover of that book? She sure is. Come here. Lynn, over here, that's Lynn. Lynn's ass told Britney to give the boys to Kevin. So if you think for a second, you bum broke motherfucker, that I believe that you were not in cahoots with that father to keep Britney enclosed and in shambles and in chains for all the years that you did, you got another thing coming. We are not stupid. Kevin, we understand that your payday is drying up. And when I say drying up, it's drying up rapidly. I hope that for the 18 years that you had them kids, or it wasn't even for 18, whenever Britney started giving you child support, I hope you did something wise with a portion of that, because at the end of the day, Kevin Federline had that one little song he tried to put out and we laughed uncontrollably. Like, you have to have some kind of level of resentment that you have had at one point the greatest pop star on the globe, and you fuck that up, and then you on your own decide, hey, I want to try to make a rap song too. Yo, 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 check it. 1, 2, 3. And Brittany probably heard that shit and chuckled. So what do you do now, Kevin? What do? You get on the internet and you post these videos of Brittany and you make these accusations. He's posted, well, because it's very she behavior. She, her, she, her, all of that. You post these videos about with the kids arguing with Brittany on the phone, arguing with Brittany in the car, essentially making it seem like she's completely unstable and she needs to be back under, very strict guidance and things of that nature. You're old hateful. You're a hateful Trisket. And sir, unfortunately, time has passed you up. There was once time when Kevin Federline could probably book a gig, but at this point in his life, in his career, and more importantly, his facial features, it's over. It's a wrap. You're going to have to get a regular job, sir. Unless you decide to write a tell-all book, which I will probably read at least the back cover. And depending on how that goes, I might read the whole thing. Just because I'm nosy, not because I like you. There's a difference. So, as I close, I just need you to know, Kevin, that there's a special place in hell for people like you. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how you feel about Brittany, you still at one point cared and loved and all those good things enough to have children with her. I feel like they were married. Let me ask. I'm about to ask. Federline. No. Wedding photos. They did get married. I thought they were married. That's not them. Anywho, child, that's that. That's your read of the week. Kevin Federline, you can go to hell and the handbasket. And if you keep it up and you tell them kids, listen, I respect the kids. I ain't gonna drag your kids into it. But if they keep disrespecting Brittany, it's gonna be all hands off. It's gonna be I'm emptying the clip. The verbal clip. The verbal clip. Y'all not about to be having people not be making threats. Nope, I'm absolutely not. No, sir. I don't even know how to spell threat. Anywho, listen. I love you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Library Live this week. We hope you guys have a safe, happy weekend, and we will see you guys same time, same place right here on Monday, 7 p.m. on the Library Live. Peace out. Except Kevin Federline. You go to hell.